Excuse me. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Shaw. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm happy you're here. This is a chance for you to ask English questions, and I'll do my best to answer every Sunday. Let's see who's in the chat today. Of course, the top students are always the first students. Layla and Lolly, you guys are early to class. Good for you. Erkan, and I cannot pronounce your last name. Kujukoba, welcome. And Khaled Rasho, welcome. So as other students are coming, I'll just explain what I did today. I edited a few videos. I'll probably release a video Tuesday on the other channel. And I also checked my students' homework. I have about 320 students this semester at my university, and every Sunday I got to check their homework. So that takes about 3 or 4 hours for me to check the homework. So I edited videos, I checked homework. And then I also went, before the live stream, I went for a jog. I do some jogging every day and try to keep young and healthy. And tomorrow my day is pretty much the same because there's no university. So, well, there is university, but it's all online. So tomorrow I'll just chat with some students by email and edit some videos and go jogging. That's pretty much my day every day. I see Win is here. Hello. Erjan. And Layla, I think I just talked about my Sunday. Every day the same. I don't leave the house. Magna, hello. Anber Hussein, hello. And Layla has a question right away. She's roaring with her English questions. She says, I'm going to make more money until I can travel to many countries. I think you should say, I think the native speaker is not going to say could. We're going to say can. I'm going to make more money until I can travel to many countries. You want to use can because you want to have the ability to travel. Amber, I'm doing well. I look happy and healthy. Good. And Win, please check my sentence. What should I do and prepare not to... Whoa. This one's going to need a little special help, Win. Let's take a look. I'm going over... What should I do and prepare not to reduce profit during the economic disaster? What should I do and prepare? This is what should I do or prepare so I don't what should I do or prepare for so I don't reduce my profit during this economic... it's a little bit strange sentence, but here's my version. See, Catherine's here. Hello, Catherine. I guess you have time. You're still studying English. So when I put a version of the sentence, it's a little bit strange sentence, but I did my best. Probably there's a better way to fix it, but I don't have time now. Lolly in London, you can say cheers for thanks. Do you say cheers in Canada too? No, we don't use cheers. We just say thanks. Then please give me your advice about it. everyone's going to lose profit this year. This is not a year to make money, right, guys? People are losing their jobs. I think every country, the world economy is going to get worse. It's tough times, guys. So save your money. Don't eat out. Don't waste your money buying new phones this year. It's gonna get bad, guys. So please save your money and stay healthy. Hey Arash, hey Shima, and Layla, missed me. All three of you. That does it. Craven, you had your chance with Spider-Man. There aren't any second tries. Can you explain what does that mean? That does it. That does it. That means here. Let me write it out. That does it is expression that means I had enough. So I don't want more of this problem. That does it. I had enough. I'm going to quit or do something else. I had enough. Say it. Hello. Harry, hello. Hassan, when do you start your new course, English learning? I don't know. I'm ready. I'm just lazy. Maybe this week I'll start. Andre, hello. Lots of people coming today. Wow, I guess you guys are really in lockdown and have nothing to do. Bishnu, good evening. Atsuya Takashi, oh, my health is well, but I have no family. Amber, how can we improve our fluency at home? Amber, well, join WhatsApp. Join an English group in WhatsApp. You can send voice notes to practice speaking. You can practice singing songs. Be nice to learn one song a day and sing that song in English. You got to study every day, Amber. And home is the best place to study every day. You got to study reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Layla asks, I missed the most important chance to talk to Robin at that time. Did I make the most? Yeah, that can work. Malid Adain Robin Show. Well, this is not Show. This is my name's Shaw. And what do you say? Or Robin Show? Show I written saying meaning example do make commit this good. Sorry, Malid. I do not understand your question. Try again. And Catherine, yes. Super hard to me. English is not hard if you are diligent. What I mean is diligent is every day you are learning English, and then slowly you will learn every day. Don't quit. If you study English 1 month and then quit 5 months, English is going to be very hard. No Esther, no learning. Yes, I'm sorry, BS. Esther is busy with her new job. I hope to get her back in the future. I hope to get a new teacher in the future, but this channel needs a little more support. I'm free, but other teachers, I gotta pay them. Khaled, how can I improve my English language? Khaled, are you practicing every day? Are you using your free time to improve your English? I don't know, Khaled. How often do you study English? Do you read every day? Do you write every day? Do you listen to YouTube every day? Do you try to speak every day, Khaled? If you're not doing these things, you don't sound like you're very serious about studying English. Lolly, we don't say cheers, but, we understand it. You could say cheers to a Canadian and they would be like, yeah, I understand. Win, which sentence is correct? Destroying the wall and installing the door had finished yesterday. I had the wall destroyed and the door installed yesterday. I think the second one is a little bit better. Vit Official. Now there's a name I haven't seen in a long time. You're back. Where did you go? Atsuya. I hope good people be fine and okay. Yes. I hope everyone here is doing well. It's a tough time in the world, like really a tough time. It's hard to believe that this is happening in the world. The virus, it's just terrible. Malid, you tried again. Good for you. Only meaning one word, so going to school opposite meaning. Don't go to school. One word? Maybe Mali, skip. If you don't go to school, you skip school? I think that's your question, man. Shima, I had enough. Yeah, that does it. Win, please pronounce Libby Pervs. I think that's a name, so I don't know how that person pronounces their name. It could be Pervs or Pervez. I don't know. It's someone's name. So everyone pronounces their name, you know, how they want. Maybe Libby Pervez. I'm not sure. And Khaled, I already talked to you. Malid, my teacher, I don't understand native speaker. Malid, you seem like a beginner student. You got to practice your listening every day, man. I hope you can understand what I'm saying sometimes. Win. Nice girls still don't get the corner office. What does the corner office mean? It could mean in a building, an office that is in the corner of a building. Let's go to the board. So we're looking down on the building, and if someone has a corner office, here's the door. Now, a corner office is usually the best office because you have windows here, windows here. You have a lot of windows. So usually the boss of a company has a corner office and says, nice girls still don't get the corner office. That might mean for women to succeed in business, they got to be tough. They got to be strong. They got to be bad girls, not nice girls. Bad girls or tough girls need to succeed in business to get the manager or boss to get that corner office. That's what I think it is, Win. And it's not slang. It's just an expression. Bella, Mr. Robin, can I follow you? Because my dad told me to follow my dream. Am I your dream? Bella Cinta. Yeah. You could follow me and you could subscribe to me. And Syed Hassan, how can I join your WhatsApp? Check around the channel. Check the description of the video. There's WhatsApp links everywhere. And Vid Official, what does COVID-19 mean? Well, that's a good question. So from my understanding, it's called the coronavirus, and it started in 2019. And I don't know what the D is. I gotta check that. Well, anyway, the 19 is because it's in 2019. COVID. Why is it vid? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know why it's called vid. I thought the VI was virus. Anyone know what's that? Why is it vid? John, native speakers speak fast and use slang, reduced phrases. Yeah, I don't use much slang or phrases, and I don't speak very fast, so I hope you can understand me. Syed Falek, how are you doing, Robin? I'm fine. Hassan, I need to learn English via online. Is that possible? If possible, how to get? Well, YouTube has thousands and thousands of English videos. Lolly lolly, haha, I love your question, Bella. Yeah. And my lead, I have no PDFs. All right, let's see. Let's continue on here. Layla, he'll also give you an allowance of $35 a month. I get a regular salary from Social Security. Is allowance the same thing of salary? Nope. And let's just do a quick lesson on the difference. Quick lesson. So a salary, when you have usually a full-time job, a professional job, you have a career, you were given a monthly or yearly salary. So maybe you're given a salary of $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. I don't know. You guys tell me your salary in the comments. And then wage. Wage is if you have like a part-time job, and usually with part-time jobs, they calculate that hourly. How many hours? So, for example, minimum wage in Korea, I don't know, I think it's around $6 an hour. But if you are lucky, you get an allowance. An allowance is money, sometimes called pocket money. I'll write that out here. That's a K, pocket, for your pocket. An allowance is when someone gives you money. You don't work, but someone gives you money every week or every month, and it's usually parents. Parents give an allowance, or sometimes the salary goes to the wife, and then the wife gives the husband an allowance, so something like that. So that's a little bit difference of how to get money. All right. Anyway, I got to move on. Can't spend too much time. Prakar, hey, man. Mike Tech, hi. Good for you. I don't have a podcast. I have too many things to do, Mike Tech. Layla, I study English every single day. I want to be good at English. I try to do my best. Try to do my best or try my best. Both of those are okay, Layla. You could say both of those. Jacob, hello. Excuse me. Win, the meaning of banquet is a formal evening meal for many people. Is banquet just for evening? No, it could be like... I'm gonna check that. I'm a banquet. I don't think it has to be an evening. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say no. It doesn't have, because you can have a banquet in a Sunday afternoon. I think. I don't think it's just for eating. I don't think it's just for evening. Win says, I hit rock bottom. Is it an idiom? Yes. That is an important idiom. I love that idiom. And you guys should know this idiom. You must know this idiom. It's one of the, well, I like it, so it would be one of my top 10 favorite idioms. Make sure that's on the board. So, let's think of it this way. You're on the land, and then you're going down. And this is rock. Rock bottom. And if you fall and you hit rock bottom, it means you can't go lower. All right, you can't go lower. So if you hit rock bottom, that is the bottom. You cannot go lower. So what does that mean? Well, I hit rock bottom. My life is going bad, but it cannot go lower. My life cannot get worse. It cannot get worse. So I would say I hit rock bottom. And I'll give an example situation. Last week, my wife left me. Today, I lost my job. And my dog died. So many bad things. That means my life cannot get worse. This is the worst part of my life. So many bad things. It's impossible to get worse. So I would say I hit rock bottom when you have the worst part of your life. All right. I hope you got it. It's a good idiom though. That's why I enjoy teaching it. Hamza, hey. Yeah, many people will get depressed with coronavirus. But you guys should stay positive. It's a good chance to improve your English. Erjan, I am supposed to go out. I ought to go out. I have to go out. I must go out. What is the difference in meaning? Well, Erjan, I can't go into details about all of them, but I'm supposed to means you have a duty to do that. I ought to means you should. I have to and I must are similar. You have to do that. You must do that 100%. I'm sorry I can't go into detail because that takes a little more time and a little more examples. Andre, I'm having vacations this week and I will have vacation. Vacation is uncountable. I hope you're still around. So I have a vacation this week and I'll have a vacation till the 30th of April due to the virus. If my company needs me, they call me. Is that a paid vacation or not paid? Kishore, hello. Leila, he called him all sorts of dreadful names. What sorts of? All sorts of, or all sorts of, all sorts of, all sorts of. You wanted pronunciation? All sorts of, all sorts of. Good evening from India. How's India doing? Jacob, what is the meaning of around the bush? Please don't go around the bush. I think that's not the idiom. Well, that's the idiom, but you have it wrong. Don't beat around the bush means be direct. So if you're talking about something, or you ask your friend, how was your test? And your friend, you could just say, don't beat around the bush, which means tell me directly. Tell me directly. I'm just seeing the beat around the bush. Yeah, we should use beat around the bush. And be direct. I think that's what you're asking. Layla. I lost my spot in the chat. So poor farmer had to hasten from the place. Yes, leave the place quickly. D is disease, maybe. Thank you, Atsuya. Grace is late. It's fine. Layla, I just get a small salary from Social Security. Everyone's staying at home. Grace, which do you think the fastest? Which do you think is the fastest or faster way to go there? Which do you think the faster way to? No. Which do you think is the faster way to go there is? Maybe this is better. Moving the is. Vit official, how can I improve my English fluency? You asked about 7 minutes ago. I hope you're still around. Reading, the only way. Reading every day. Writing every day. If you guys are not reading or writing, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not serious about English. Listening every day and speaking every day. And it's a simple thing. You do that every day and you keep doing it for years and you will improve. I've been a teacher 20 years, and teachers or students I've worked with, they got better. If you have a good program, in 2 years, your fluency jumps up. But most students don't want to do that every day. So it takes them 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and their English never improves. So Vid official. From today, you get serious about improving your English, and you do it every day. Layla, the woman was expecting a baby, and she longed to eat some of the lettuces. Lettuce is lettuce. Lettuce is uncountable. I have a big desire to travel to Korea. What's the difference between desire and longed for? Well, it should be longed for, not longed. Longed for. And let's go to all right, so here's the dictionary. Long for. And let's do desire. Right from the dictionary. So longed for, wanted very much for a long time, a longed for reunion with her lover, desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have. So there you go. The difference would be time. Longed for is over a period of time. Oh, you guys have a lot of questions, so I'm going to have to speed up and pass some question. Magna, which of the following sentences is correct? The role of various forms of authenticity in Russian language classroom. The role of various forms of authenticity in the Russian language classroom. Magna, I'm not sure what you're trying to talk about, but 2 seems better. With the 440 liters of cow milk for my salary. That's an interesting way to express your salary. The Russian language, yes. I hope you say the Russian language. The Russian language, Magna. Jacob, sorry, I understand all whatever you speak because you speak slow, so I want to speak faster, and I'll try to understand and judge myself that I am improving myself or not. Well, improving is a slow process. I was talking to a student the other day, and I told that student, because I've been teaching that student for about 8 years. Over the 8 years, that student studies, sometimes a lot, sometimes not so much. So I said to that student, I think you improve 0.5% a month. Now, this is not science here. This is just an example. 0.5% a month. And the student said, oh, that's terrible. And I said, no. If you improve your language 0.5% a month, that's pretty good. Well, if you're starting from 0, it's not pretty good. But if, after, that's a pretty good deal. If you're studying once or twice a week. If you study every day of the week, that student didn't study every day. But if you studied every day, maybe you're improving 2% a week, a month or something. We don't know, but it's still a good. If you improve 2% a month, that's a good deal. But are you going to notice you're improving 2%? Probably not. Hamza, does should and ought to have the same uses? Yes. It's usually a strong recommendation. Vid official, why do we call dead end job? A dead end job means there's no promotion. So you can't get more money, you cannot get more promotion, you cannot get more opportunities. It's a dead end job. So, for example, if you're, a taxi driver, I'm sorry if you are a taxi driver, but it's just an example. A taxi driver might be called a dead-end job because there's no promotion. If you're a taxi driver, you will be a taxi driver for 20 years. There's no way to improve, get better. Vadiswaram, hello. And Amina Abubakar, hello. Sorry about your names, guys. Welcome. How's the work? The work's fine. Must and have to, what's the difference? They're very, very close, very similar. And Andre, good for you, paid vacation. And Layla, I like this. So I don't want to reach rock bottom. So I don't want to hit rock bottom. You want to say, your verb is hit. I don't want to hit rock bottom. Layla, could you explain this phrase, being called in for? A doctor entered the hospital in a hurry after being called in. Called in. Someone called, told you to come in. So I was called in. Someone called me and told me I have to come in. So someone called the doctor, you have to come in to work. They were called in. Bella, so what's the meaning of boyfriend material? Well, if you said he is boyfriend material, that means he has very good qualities, maybe a good personality that would make a good boyfriend. He's nice, generous. That's good boyfriend material. Do you know Charlemagne, who was king of Germany? Last week you said we should read modern books. Do you mean year published or not? Yeah, you should read. I recommend you read books maybe after 1980, published after 1980. Oh, not 1908, 1980 plus. You get a more modern English. The older the books, they're going to use a lot of expressions and slang that we don't use anymore. So I recommend kind of more modern books. Who do you think is guilty between who do you think is guilty between the husband and the wife? Who do you think is guilty between the husband and the wife? Who do you think is, I don't know, who do you think is guilty between the, maybe I would add an article. Please don't be angry with me. Are you angry at me? That's a question. There's no question mark. What's the difference between angry with and angry at? They're going to mean the same thing. So your second question, are you angry at me? Are you angry with me? You could use both, but you got to have a question mark. So generally, very similar. I can't think of every case now, but in your examples, they're going to mean the same thing. Arnold. Hey, Arnold. Welcome. Twilly. Hello. Layla, I asked Robin to help me find some good books. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Anyone who drives while they're drunk is just asking for it. When should I use ask for? Well, you are confusing at just, yeah, you're confused there. It's a little more complicated, Layla. Those are not the same ask for. So he asked for milk. Excuse me, can I have some milk? So he's asking a question if he can ask for milk. He asked for it. It could be milk. Now that could mean the same thing. He asked for milk. He asked for it. But we do have another expression, asked for it. Okay, I'm going to separate that. These could mean the same thing, but there's another expression. It looks the same, but it's very different. He asked for it, which means he deserved it. It's usually negative. So in your first sentence, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's using this, just ask for help. But your second sentence, anyone who drives while they're drunk is just asking for it. So they deserve, here, ouch. We're running out of room. It could also mean he asked for it. He deserved the bad consequences, but I think a little more, he will have something bad happen. Someone who drinks and drives is asking for it. That means they will have something bad happen and they kind of deserve it. So that's a little complicated. That's all the time I can spend. I hope you got it. That was a tough one. I got to move on. Wow, you guys got a lot of questions today. Khaled, 1 week. Thank you. Layla, he was allowed out of the car. He was allowed out of the car. He was allowed out of the car. Does that help? He was allowed out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. He was allowed out of the car. That's how you pronounce it fast. Win, I'm confused. The meaning of route is the same with trip. What is the difference between trip, traveling, and journey? Well, you got 2 questions there. Route. That's a T. The route is the direction or the path or the trail. Which way did they go? They went this way, then this way. That was the route. That is not the same meaning as trip. But I could ask you, what is the route of your trip? Where did you go on your trip? So if you ask me the route of my trip, well, I went to Japan, and then I went to New Zealand, and then I went to Korea. That was the route, the path. And what's the difference between trip? Well, trip is a noun. Traveling is a verb. And journey is also a noun. So you're trying to, verbs and nouns are not the same thing. So a trip and a journey. These are nouns. What's the difference between them? A trip is more common. That's just, I took a trip for my vacation. A journey means there's some purpose. There's some long trip. Let's just make it simple. A long trip. So a trip, a journey, and travel is the verb. I traveled on my trip. I traveled on my journey. All right, Win, I got to move on. Grace, you look interested in watching Robin's live stream. You seem very interested in watching Robin's live stream. You appear interested in watching Robin's live stream. All of those are okay. All of these are the same. They all mean the same thing. Grace, they would all mean the same thing. There's no difference. Layla, I have no time to waste. I have a skinny waist. Is there any difference between waist in pronunciation? Nope. Same pronunciation. 100%. Waist. I have no time to waste. I have a skinny waist. Again, I am told to speak quietly. I am said not abuse and disturb others. Do you have a question, Ergan? You were told to speak quietly. Khaled, I like your lesson because you speak slow and I understand you. Thank you, Khaled. I hope I help people. I hope I'm not wasting my time. Sometimes I got to go a little fast with the answers. Or again, I will do it. I will handle work. I will handle it. I will do it. You don't want to say I'll handle work. I'll handle it. Means I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. I'll do it. Win, how can I say in English when I ache the bone around my eyes? Here? I never heard anyone with this ache around their eyes. So you just say you would, because there's no special English. You don't say backache or headache. You can't say eye ache. You would say you have to explain it. The bones around my eyes ache. You got to explain. The bones around my eyes ache. There's no special word because it's not common. I've never heard that before. Mutaz, hello. Ergan. What is the difference between date and flirt? Well, sorry, at the table. Date, you go on a date. So a couple, they go for dinner or a movie. That's an event. That's a date. Flirt is just talking. And man, woman joking in a romantic way. But they are not dating yet. They're not a couple. Grace, in your life, have you ever hit rock bottom? No. Not yet. Vid official. I use English on my live stream, and I'm not to say well, such as I say close you to mean close. I say close YouTube, close. It could have the same sound, close. I'm not sure your exact meaning, vid official. I have to watch your live stream. Arzu, hello. Magna, it's a top-notch dish. Man, top-notch means best. If something is top-notch, it is best. This is a top-notch phone. So very high level, best quality. Top-notch. Twilly, bounce back when you hit rock bottom. Yes. I can see Twilly's photo in there. Jacob, sir, I'm working on my English from last 3 years. I talk to myself, read books, listen to music, movies every day. And if someone speaks, I understand everything, but still I have doubts in myself. I don't know why. Yeah, the biggest English problem is confidence. That is the biggest English problem in the world, confidence. So, Jacob, I understand everything you say. I'm a native speaker. I read your paragraph. I understood it 100%. So, what's the problem? Speaking English is just you have information, you want to communicate to another person. Now, you had information and you communicated it very well to me. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So, Jacob, one thing you have to write. And you have to record your voice. So when I get a new student, the first day I record their voice and I get them to write something. And then 3 months later, I get them to record their voice and write something. And then 3 months later, record their voice and write something. And then after a year, we can review. Let's listen to your first recording, your second recording, your other recordings. Let's look at your writing. always it's getting better. All right. If you study, read a paragraph in a book, record your voice. 2 months later, 3 months later, read that paragraph, record your voice, keep doing that. After a year, you will see improvement. Writing, write a journal. After a year of writing, go back, look at your first one, look at your last one, you will see improvement. Layla, what about Dear Daddy Longlegs? I don't know what that is. It could be a pet name. I don't know, Layla. All right, Layla, thank you. Twilly, high key slap. Twilly, what is that? High key slap? I have no idea. No, I don't know. I don't know what that means, Twilly. Layla, Jack had found out 3 days ago that her husband was having an affair with the French tutor. Could I say love? No, you want to use affair. The best expression is affair. Having an affair. You could... let's get rid of this. The next best expression would just to be, say, cheating. Cheating on someone. But we don't say love relationship. I guess you could say love affair. You could put love affair, but usually just having an affair is good enough. Or cheating on someone. What are you reading, Layla? What is Jefferson Silva? What is the difference between ed and was to speak about the past? Well, Jefferson, that's not a simple. Well, it is simple. It's not simple and is simple. If that's confusing. You have to know the be verb. So the be verb is am, is, are. This is the be verb. Now, the past tense of the be verb, I was, he was, and you were. All right. So let's just focus. So we got the I am, is, and are. So past tense, was, were. But there's other verbs. Now let's take another verb, not the be verb. Let's take a verb like watch. So the other verbs, we're usually just going to add ed if they're regular. Regular verbs. So watched, I watched, he watched, they watched. So other verbs. And we can go to irregular verbs, but that's just a basic Jefferson. You got to know the be verb is the was or were. And then other verbs have ed. All right. Magna, could you please tell me the meaning I will give you a hand? I will give you a hand is an idiom, and that means I will help you. That's it. I will give you a hand means I will help you. Grace says, I can provide you with what you need. I can provide you for what you need. Which one is right? I think the first one is right, Grace. The first one. Layla, when I don't like something or someone, Which one should I say? Which one should I say this? I'm sick of him or I'm tired of him. You could say I'm sick of him. You could say I'm tired of him. You could also say I'm sick and tired of him. All three of those would be perfect. All right, there you go. Twilly's helping. It means I'll help you. Yeah. Khaled, what is the difference between still and steal in pronunciation? Still, steal. Still, very short I sound. Still, still. And eel, it's a longer E. Still, steal. Or it's a longer I sound. Eel. Steal. Layla, he isn't just another student though, is he? Though, in this case, means two, yeah? He just isn't another student, though. Yeah, it means two or two. All right, Magna. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Magna. Layla, is anybody here? Anybody here? Both are correct. So, is anybody here? That's the, if you're writing, but anybody here is probably more common with speaking. Layla, I'm too skinny, I am too thin, I am too slim. Which one do native speakers use? We use all of those. I'm too skinny, I'm too thin, I'm too slim. All of those. Her near miss with true love. Does it mean she didn't miss true love? Near miss. Let's get an example, except true love. Well, let's see. It's a noun. I think it's a noun. Let me check, make sure it's a noun. It's a noun. I had a near, so almost hit. In this case, I had a near miss with another car. If I said I had a near miss with another car, that means we almost hit, but we didn't. We had a near miss. That means we missed each other. So her near miss with true love. That means she didn't get the true love. She missed it. She almost had true love, but something happened. She missed it. Jefferson, thank you. I hope you got it, Jefferson. Erjan, you were aware of the tension of the main spring. Aware means realize? Yes. You know, you realized. You became aware. Jacob, sir, after recording my voice, should I send it on your WhatsApp group or you should email? Because a lot of messages come on WhatsApp, so it's hard to know. Jacob, you can send me your voice anytime. But I'm a busy guy, you know, Jacob. I do my best to participate in WhatsApp, but you could just send it to private message. All right. Oh, I'm caught up. All right, we're going to finish up in the next couple minutes. Get any last comments or questions in, please. Maybe this is my last question. Could I borrow you for a moment? When do native speakers use expressions? If I'm talking to another person, someone would say, could I borrow you for a moment? Here, let's draw some pictures for the end of the show. Robin's drawing. We'll make a girl. So we'll say Robin is talking to Grace, and then Layla. So we're talking. Hi. We're in conversation, but Layla, you need to talk to me. Maybe it's something urgent. You need to talk to me right away. So you would ask me, could I borrow you a moment? All right. So it's a polite way to say, stop talking to the other person and talk to me. All right. Could I borrow you for a moment? That's when we would use it. All right. Thank you, Layla. Thank you, Atsuya, Khaled. Which day do you already make? I don't know. Sunday is the live stream. Other days I put up videos on the other channel, Khaled. And Jacob, what does window shopping means? You're not buying a window. Window shopping means you're shopping, but you never buy anything. You're just looking. So if you walk into the store and you're just looking at everything, but you don't buy anything, that's called window shopping. All right. So you don't want to spend money. You just want to look. That's window shopping. So you're not buying a window. All right, Win. Thanks a million. Grace, thank you. Yeah. I hope so too, Grace. All right, guys. Yeah, about an hour I get exhausted. Too much drawing. Thank you all for participating today. I'm going to get some rest. See you guys in the future. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.